government power would reduce, crime would fall, and world peace may well break out. What do you think the impact of the male pill will be when that's functional and licensed and it's there? Have you thought about that and its impact?
I think every man thinks about that, don't they? The idea that they will have total control of their fertility and not have to risk having pregnancies with most men. If there is an effective means of contraception for most men, which doesn't involve putting something on top of their penis, they will jump at it. They will jump at it. This will free them in a way that they've never been free before. Never been free before. Absolutely. I can't wait for it myself, even though I'm 53. And I'm absolutely certain that it'll be a wonderful... Men will be in charge for the first time with regard to... Yes.
Give up when shit don't change. Don't give up. Play on, player. Watch out. She's 20-something years old, living on welfare. She don't care whether or what people out there...
Some researchers say birth control for men is right around the corner. The Californian hit the street asking local men if they would ever consider getting male birth control. Surprisingly, the 10 men we asked said they would, but that's not all they said.
Well, we kind of leave it all to the women to leave it up to them for the birth control. I don't see why not, put it in the man's hands too.
Do you have any concerns potentially about it?
Well, as long as it doesn't affect, the ability to reproduce, then yeah, that should be fine.
Would you ever go for it, or?
As long as it looks nothing like a condom.
Some guys say they're against it because they think virility is what makes a man a man. How do you feel about that?
I thought it was always size.
What do you think about male birth control? Is that something you'd ever go for?
Yes.
Why?
Because
why?
there's a lot of cute girls out there, and if you mess around, you know what I mean, it'll cost you a lot.
Do women really want men to have a birth control pill? Okay, this Time magazine article, I mean, they talk to the representatives, and off the record is basically just political reasons they don't develop the male birth control pill, because the technology is pretty much there. So why wouldn't they do it? Because, most guys that I would know would love such an option like that. But I think the reason is most feminists and a lot of women are against the concept, because if you think about it, if a man has a pill like a woman, that means he's able to control a lot of his fertility, reproductive rights, whereas men don't have any reproductive rights. So this would be like revolutionary if it should come out, almost as revolutionary as a pill was. Because right now women have all the reproductive freedom, if you think about it. They can take a pill which is like 99.99% effective. Basically, if a woman's on the pill and gets pregnant, it's not an accident, it's by design. And so a woman can prevent herself from getting pregnant that way. It's pretty much foolproof. She also has the option, if she should get pregnant, they have now the morning after pill, which basically kills the little embryo before it can
imbalance of reproductive rights between men and women. You can be forgiven if you thought that it must be because men have all the birth control options. Of course, you'd be wrong. There's something on the order of 11 different methods of birth control available to women, ranging from the pill, through the patch and gels, all the way up to abortion. We'll leave out the permanent surgical solutions. Men have two: abstain from sex altogether, or use a condom. It should be noted that only birth control methods that reduce male enjoyment of sex are available.
There is a male birth control pill being tested at the Population Center for Research in the University of Washington in Seattle. And basically it's a testosterone capsule that they put in your skin. They inject it into your skin. Now, this is a good thing. And if approved, I think every man should get one. And here's why. Just follow me, pay attention. Every man should take this. Here's why. Number one.
I'm motivated to make a video tonight based on a comment from somebody on one of my other videos. And what they said was they believe that the potential availability of a male birth control pill to complement the long available female pill is a bad idea, because as a woman they do not trust men to reliably take their pill. And this is sort of a puzzling point of view if it's honest, and unfortunately it's quite common. But the answer is simple. A male birth control pill is not to prevent you, if you're a woman, from becoming pregnant. It's to prevent the man from being fertile. It's to put control of his own fertility in his own
If she doesn't, changes her mind a few months down the line, she can still get an abortion and kill the child. And again, the father has absolutely no rights in the matter. He has nothing to say about the matter. If a woman wants to kill her child, he can. So she can also decide to kill her child. And, however, if she decides not to kill her child, even up to the 9th month, she can still decide to put the child up for adoption. And again, the man has absolutely no rights in this situation. Or she can just abandon the child. And a lot of times they won't even press charges if a woman wants to just dump off her child and leave it. I mean, so the slew of options that a woman has reproductively is amazing, really. But probably the most powerful thing about the female pill is it gives the woman the option to be very deceptive if she so chooses. Because she cannot forget to take the pill and get pregnant. And, you know, other forms of birth control, usually the guy can see if it's being used. But the pill, you just kind of have to rely on the woman's word. You know, and what if she really wants to get pregnant and you don't? Well, you know, you're trusting her that she's actually on birth control. And if you're a guy and you're trusting her and it turns out she gets pregnant, you know, you don't have any say in the matter at that point. You're at her mercy. She wants to have an abortion, she wants to give it up to adoption, or frequently now, I mean, if she's unmarried, she'll decide, well, you know, I'm going to keep the kid, and oh, by the way, you can send me for 18 years, like, child support to help fund me. And a lot of these women, you know, they have multiple baby daddies where they have multiple children from multiple fathers, and so they get, you know, child support payments for all of...
There's absolutely no doubt that a male pill is both necessary and possible, but it remains unavailable to men and likely will remain so to men in North America. When the pill was developed for women, it touched off what became known as the sexual revolution. Women suddenly had the freedom to have sex without fear of the consequences. And ironically, men tended to support this since it meant they wouldn't have to use condoms anymore.
If you poll 100 men and you ask them what is the biggest mistake in their life, they're going to say, quote unquote, sleeping with that woman. Yeah. Now, you can control that, see. You can sleep with that person, and if y'all get into a big argument or whatever, or you notice that she's crazy or she's got mental defects or whatever, you don't have to have a kid, because once you have a kid, everything changes, and you are stuck with that woman for 21 years.
And other than waiting for birth control to come out, only real option guys have is abstinence, which sucks. Nobody wants that shit. Or you can get a vasectomy. Oh, that's right. You can go to the doctor, have him cut on your sack. That sounds like a great day to me. Oh yeah, bring on the scalpel, motherfucker. No, how about no? I mean, the vasectomy is actually not that bad of a procedure, from what I've heard. I haven't had one yet, but it seems pretty damn drastic compared to the pill that women get to take once a week, or every day, wherever, however the hell often they have to take that thing. It's just, that's bad stuff.
Basically, child support, really only about 20% of it goes to the child and raising the child. The other 80% goes to the mother. So it's kind of a good scam. And so by having the birth control pill, she's really got power. Trust the guy. She can say, "Oh, baby, you can trust me. I don't like condoms. I don't like the feel of it. You don't have to worry. I'm on the pill." And most women aren't dishonest, but for women that are dishonest, it's a very easy way to trick a man and get a lot of money.
Similar freedoms for men could be realized with a male pill. No longer would we have to rely on methods that diminish our enjoyment of sex. No longer would we be forced to take her at her word when she says, "Don't worry, I'm on the pill." I don't know. As a man, I would like that. Wouldn't you? Of course, there's a bitter resistance from feminists and women in general, for that matter. Claims that men would forget to take the pill, leading to pregnancy, or that men would lie about being on the pill. Never mind the fact that women have their own pill already, which every woman is still quite capable of taking.
/ejaculate, /drop, whatever you want to call it, into a woman. You have immediately, at that point, lost control of everything. Okay? You don't control anything anymore. Because how many times have you heard, or women, have you said, "It's my body and I'm going to do what I want with it. I don't care. It's my body. I'm going to do what I want. If I want to have a baby, I'm going to have a baby." Hey, guess what, fellas? you have no control, you have no say, you have nothing. You want to eliminate that? Take the male birth control pill.
And you want to control your own fertility, you take your pill. That's